I'm sorry. I wish I was. I'm trying to get my energy up.
Woo!
I had the first shot today. I had a hard 24 hours.
He did a lot. We're so proud.
I've been poked 4 times. Only prodded twice, though.
Not in the fun way.
I got my...
Yay!
But now my arm hurts, and I'm feeling...
We are a half-vaccinated podcast. We're all very pumped about it.
Oh, I said to you earlier, I was like, I don't feel sick, but I don't feel not sick.
Yeah.
So, okay. Circle episode 5. Well, we did a bad job with episode 4, because we forgot to mention the twist at the end.
Yeah.
That Courtney won, because Savannah picked him.
Well, he didn't, like, win,
well,
but he got, like, a thing.
He did.
Yeah.
Savannah picked him as her player, who she wanted to win. So he won that.
Well...
And, he won the game. We're just continuing this exercise.
He won a cool thing.
Mm-hmm. Was it? It's weird. Okay.
It's not what I thought it was going to be.
Did you think he was going to get access to them?
I thought he was going to be able to see everyone's private messages.
Oh.
Yeah. And then be able to, like, work it that way.
Not all of them, maybe some of them, but one thing I think is hilarious about the show is the reverence the players have for the show. Like, it's some great institution.
Sure.
Not some, like, flash in the pan reality show that showed up a year ago.
Yeah.
They talk about it like it's legendary, where they're like, what?
Well,
there's a twist.
And it also is still doing that thing that it did last year where, like, they love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
You have nothing to go on.
It is wild,
and that's
though.
That's partly why I don't like the catfish.
Yeah.
Is because part of the fun, I don't know, you have so little to go on. Like, I would literally all you would need to win me over on this game is like one single pretty picture.
Turkish delight.
And I'd be yours forever. Like,
you are just like Lee. He's like obsessed with all of the like pretty ones that come in.
Of romantic hearts.
Yeah. Fine.
So Courtney's the Joker. It sounded cooler than it ended up being, because since he talked to them first, I feel like Kat and Mitchell just sort of like purged the information.
Yeah.
It might dawn on them later, especially if they thought to write it down. But
it might, but I do think it's one of those things where it's like, after they talked, so after Courtney talked to them, they were just like so pumped to go and like meet everybody.
Kat just wants friends. We need to get this girl a friend.
Yeah.
Pronto when this show is over.
For being a professional volleyballer, she like does not seem to have like a close-knit group.
They did get to see the profiles first, and then
Yes.
they talked to the Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that they just kind of wiped that clean. And Courtney did a good job. He did a better job being Emily than Jack. Although apparently Jack's knocking it out of the park as Emily. So I don't know what to
Mitchell
tell you.
is an idiot.
Let's get that.
A hard idiot. He is so fine though.
He's so hot. He's one of the ones
like
that it's
comically
a little too
hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's
like I would believe it if he were a plant and like he was wearing a mask. And he weren't really the way.
Oh.
Like, if he were just a totally fake person.
I just imagined a houseplant. I was like, yeah. I was like, I would believe that
also,
too.
yes.
He's yet to put on a shirt. Well, okay. He was walking in, and I was like, ooh, he's hot. And then I was like, I don't like him. I don't know what it is. I don't like him. And then they said that he's the brother of Ed and Tammy from last season. And they were weird. I don't know. I'm trying not to be incendiary, because these are people just like, well, I mean, they're putting themselves out there. But
they did this to themselves. I already called him an idiot.
Well, he's a virgin.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And he's also only 22. That's not so terrible.
There's nothing wrong with being a virgin. There's something inauthentic about his entire vibe, coupled with the information that he's a virgin.
Although he is wearing a honking crucifix. Not even just a cross. It is a straight up crucifix. So maybe there's some religious guilt in play there too.
Firkin A.
Yeah, and he also won't swear.
I don't know. He's kind of funny, but I just don't like him. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to hang out with him.
He's not Bryant.
Ugh.
Hashtag not my
God.
himbo.
Look, if that's what we're going off, if we're going off somewhere in the middle, then I want Courtney. I'd hang out with Courtney.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I don't want to fuck Courtney.
yeah. Kat is 27.
Yep.
She's a professional volleyball player. She is 6'7" in her shoes,
Yep.
as she said. I like Kat. She's savvy. She's very excited. I feel like her and Chloe
Yeah.
could have a lot to shriek about in a tapas bar.
In a tapas bar, for sure. Drinking sangria. Also, literally immediately, she was like, Emily's a dude.
Yep.
Here for a good time, hopefully a long time. That's a dude.
Wow, she's good.
Immediately.
Seconds.
She was, though, like 50-50 on the catfish.
Mhm.
So, but the fact that she immediately was like, that sounds like a dude, I was like, yes.
My favorite is she labeled her relationship status as complicated because she said she gets to have it both ways then. And that,
Smart.
yeah, because it also, again, like I was like, you have so little to go on. It makes you taken, but there's a chance. So
Yeah.
I think it just automatically makes her seem more desirable.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And I think that was brilliant.
And I think it could come from both sides because what's complicated about it? Or is it complicated because you have a boyfriend, but you might like girls?
Mhm.
You know, like.
I'm trying to think. So they had their big conversation. Everybody's in love with Mitchell. I get it, but
Well, okay, here's the thing. If I didn't have to listen to his voice, then I could understand falling in love with those pictures and those text messages. 100%. Chloe, though, is riding her unicorn like it's her job.
into the ground. She is
That unicorn is defiled.
limbs akimbo.
Hers and the unicorn.
So are they not allowed to access the profiles at their leisure? They're all taking copious notes, which I
Yeah.
understand, but they're also, more than one of them, they're drawing pictures of the players.
Maybe they're just doing that for fun because they're not accurate.
I mean, it's enough to jog a memory, though.
Sure.
That's the thing.
I don't
So-
know. Maybe not because the circle chat like closes. It's
closes,
never
yeah.
just like open.
So I thinking maybe I just don't remember that detail from
Yeah, me
last
neither.
season. But oh my god, what was the thing that Chloe said? Took me straight out.
One fitty.
This first fitty that gets put in and I'm fucking spun like a cartwheel.
Yeah.
I was like
Very British speak.
So you said hot person. So
Yeah.
a hot person gets put in.
Because in
Yeah.
England they say
Fit.
that person's
Proper fit. Yeah.
Proper fit.
It's just the Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
It is.
He's got tattoos. He's got really great banter. He's proper fit.
It just is. And then like I'm spun. That's a thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got it once I paused it because she also had the Essex accent.
Yeah.
But once I paused it and read it, but spun like a cartwheel, that's not something that people just like. At least not. I mean, I'm 35 at this point, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe the kids are talking.
Maybe the
that right
kids are saying they're spun like a cartwheel.
now.
We should add it into our vernacular.
I remember when spilling tea was
Yeah.
new, and now
Fresh.
everyone's saying it willy nilly. So there was a chat with Trevor
hmm
and Kat, and Tara Alicia's kind of persona non grata at this point. She
Yeah.
really fell hard, and
I don't know though, because it seemed like Delisa / Trevor was like back on it with her.
mhm.
But I think Delisa actually has a shot,
Yeah,
like going far.
single dad Trevor. Yeah,
Because but she's playing it really smart, and she's also playing it really smart with all the other people, because it's like she was very team Savannah last week, and now Savannah's gone, and she's like, well, and I kind of dig that. I think it's kind of smart.
she is. I think as far as the strategies go,
Yeah.
Which that's not my favorite. I mean, I know it's the point of the show and
Yeah.
the game, but that's not my. I just want to watch the real world
Yeah.
with barriers, I guess. But Kat said something that I thought was really interesting in their chat, where she said, "Let's keep in touch. #stronger together?" ? That's back up there with the complicated, because I was like, ooh, non-committal, but
Yeah.
it planted a seed that they were.
Sure,
Like
sure.
she pledged no allegiance.
Yeah.
And I was like, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
if
She's pretty good.
that-
I like her too.
That savvy. So, great teeth. They
Oh my god, her teeth are amazing. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I liked the gimmick of Lisa and as Lance Bass, but the returns are zero.
Look,
Like,
okay, God bless Lance Bass. Love him to bits. God bless Lisa. She got him here part of the way. She's wallpaper paste.
Yeah.
She's not having any luck putting that puzzle together. She's so boring.
In more ways than
I'm
one.
just like, the best thing about her was that necklace, and she has not put it on again.
I just wish it was Lance Bass
Yeah,
at this point.
I do too.
Because without
Especially because nobody believes it's actually
without
Lance
the
Bass.
excitement of him being the new, I think with him being a new player coming in,
Yeah,
I think the first batch of characters was more inclined to entertain the idea that it was him
sure.
than having people enter into it and being like, that's Lance Bass. Although Mitchell doesn't fucking know who he is.
Yeah.
So
These
okay.
22-year-olds, please do
I
your
know.
homework.
I don't expect for a 22-year-old to go, that's Lance Bass from 2001's In Sync. They blah, blah, blah. But it's like, when you spell out, like, or when you get the, I was in a boy band, and literally
Well,
are
so
given the
it
word
doesn't-
In Sync.
It doesn't say that in his profile.
No, but with Chloe, when she was like, what's NSYNC?
Sure.
And I was like, that's the place where I'm like, you should, like, I have an awareness of pop culture phenomenon from before my day.
Yeah.
Especially if they were, I mean, Justin Timberlake, for better or worse, is still a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's in the zeitgeist.
They only know Justin Timberlake as a solo artist.
Yeah, well, but I mean, did not NSYNC? I guess not. I was like, did NSYNC not show up at the Super Bowl? But I guess not. Beyonce did with
Yeah.
Kelly and Michelle, didn't
Yeah.
she? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Kelly Michelle
Yeah.
popped up, or at least at Homecoming.
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Beyonce's a generous queen.
Yeah. We should be so lucky.
she rules benevolently with a graceful fist.
With a velvet covered iron fist.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they
So I didn't realize that Courtney was only allowed to be this like inner circle for one round.
I knew it was temporary. I didn't
Okay.
realize it was one round. And back to the NSYNC conversation, because I'm processing. I'm like, we put NSYNC on an echelon with like Britney Spears
Yeah.
in a way that NSYNC did come and go
Much
as
faster.
an act,
Yeah.
where Britney is like had a proper tenure.
Yeah.
So, another thing I like about the show is, well, you asked me if I thought the days are real, and I think
It just
they
felt
are.
like Courtney was doing laundry.
Well, I mean, there's no guarantee that reaction shot was from that moment.
Okay, fair enough.
And well, I don't know. Maybe he wet the bed. I mean,
And
No.
all his clothes.
all of I believe time is passing. I don't know, because I have the same issue with Drag Race where I'm like, they could not have been filming that for 15 weeks. But they always say last week was crazy, and it's like, that's
Do they just have like 5 days of absolutely nothing in between the challenges?
or does the challenge take
Mm.
days? I mean, because sometimes they'll have a challenge that'll take 2 or 3 days. We
Sure.
literally see the
Yeah.
time pass. So I'm unsure as to the passage of time, but I am confident that it is passing. I just don't know if every time the sun sets in the stock footage that it's also set.
Gotcha.
But one thing I do love about the show is that one episode does not always equal one day.
Yeah, me too. I like that too.
It would be way too formulaic, I
Yeah.
think.
I appreciate that because I think it keeps it interesting because like we're not having an elimination every single episode, and we're not having like, and so it's like the things like Courtney being in the inner
Joker.
circle, in the Joker, it gets to sort of breathe more than if that was like a 5-minute chunk in this episode where we still had
We
to have
end
an
on
elimination.
twists
Yeah.
versus eliminations.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting. So we're going to watch the next episode.
Bye.
You can't really sing the song. It's like, what do you
You're gonna sure give it a shot. Spit everywhere.